KHOU 11 News at 6 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Cheryl Mercedes. We begin with breaking news from Houston's Midtown, where an officer was involved in a shooting on a Metro rail train. A suspect and 2 officers were hurt, but they are all expected to be okay. The scene is near the rail station on Main at Richmond. That's where we find our reporter Maria Aguilera with the latest. Maria, what can you tell us this evening?
Cheryl, it happened on this train here behind me. Officials said it started when a police officer stopped a man, and then it ended when an officer opened fire. Now, Houston police is leading the investigation, although none of their officers were involved. We are told it happened around 1:30 when a Metro police officer stopped a man near the station. That man allegedly then threatened the officer and got onto the train. That's when it escalated, and police said the suspect had the officer in a chokehold, which led to a second officer to shoot his weapon. HPD Assistant Chief Kevin D says at this time they don't know why a Metro officer stopped the man.
During that encounter, it quickly escalated. The suspect made verbal threats to kill the officers. And about that same time, the train pulled up, and he was able to walk on the train, and the officers boarded the train along with him. That turned physical, with both officers ending up on the ground in an intense struggle with the suspect.
After that is when HPD says Metro officers tried using a taser and then shot the man below the waist. Now officers have to get witness statements and look at body cam video and Metro video. Now we're told this train will not be moving until the investigation is complete. Cheryl.
Great, thank you so much. I'm glad to hear they're all going to be okay. Maria Aguilera reporting live for us this evening. In other news, charges have been filed against a man accused of leading Houston police on a dangerous chase yesterday. Joseph Taylor is facing 3 counts of aggravated assault against a public servant and 1 count of aggravated robbery. Police say Taylor was shot yesterday by an officer after he crashed a stolen car and then fired shots at officers. This happened at an apartment complex on Bel Air Boulevard near Plaza Americas Mall. No one else was hurt. Taylor remains hospitalized. 1 person is dead, 2 others hurt after a shooting in the parking lot of a nightclub in the 3rd Ward. The gunfire erupted at about 2 this morning at the Oak Bar and Grill on Southmore. Houston police think it started when a man and a woman started fighting inside the bar, and that spilled into the parking lot. Police say several people fired shots, but no arrests have been made. Harris County investigators say a man and woman were shot during a shoe deal gone bad. They say the victims met up last night with a man at Sheldon Park to talk about a purchase of a pair of Air Jordans. But instead of pulling out the money, the suspect pulled out a gun and started shooting. Both victims remain hospitalized, and the suspect is on the loose. All right, we're all talking about this. The weather now is chilly and dry at this hour, and we continue to track a system that will bring extreme cold to the area just in time for Christmas. Meteorologist Kim Castro is here with what you need to know. And Kim, a lot of people wanted this weather for Christmas.
Yes, they are, and ask and you shall receive. It's cold enough as it is, and we're going to get a taste of how much colder it's going to get already by tonight into early tomorrow. Parts of our area under a freeze warning. Now, after the chilly start, we're going to have a very comfortable rest of Sunday and then a more chaotic Monday. Pack your umbrella and make sure you take it nice and slow out on the roads, because we're going to see a bit of a washout to start out the work week. By the middle and end part of the work week, that's when we're talking about that Arctic blast that's really going to give us that frigid air feel. 48 degrees right now at Bush, down by 2 from this exact same time yesterday. Wind is calm, dew points are low, the air is very dry out there. Now, because we've got very little cloud cover, we are going to see those temperatures plummet, and so various of us under that freeze warning. It begins tonight, overnight at 2 a.m., lasting through 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So Washington, Grimes, Montgomery, so Conroe, Cleveland, part of Liberty County too, are under this threat of temperatures falling just below the freezing mark, all the way down to 31 degrees. But all of us are going to feel that chilly, chilly night ahead. In fact, temperatures already dipping into the mid-30s for parts of us just past the midnight hour. Bush even getting down to 39 degrees. So if you're out late on this Saturday evening, just make sure you are out wearing a nice thick coat. Tomorrow morning, temperatures dip down into the mid-30s along the I-10 corridor. Again, low 30s for our far northern counties, potentially getting down to 31 degrees. And then we'll see some cloud cover start to build, remaining dry and remaining quite comfortable with highs in the mid to upper 50s. But that's going to set up the scenario that comes in on Monday, which is a coastal low. Already by early Monday morning and through the rush hour commute, showers and potentially a couple of thunder showers mixed in as well. So some downpours are to be expected throughout the morning into the afternoon. The heaviest stuff looks to be along the coast, but that lingers throughout the day and perhaps even into very early on Tuesday. So we do have a chance for a couple of isolated stray showers for Tuesday too. Here's a breakdown of the next 3 days. Temperatures in the upper 50s. After the very chilly Sunday morning, the mornings will bottom out in the 40s for now. 80% chance for rain Monday widespread, and then that 20% for Tuesday. That's just lingering moisture again from this coastal low. Once this scoots out of the way, it's all eyes on the dip in the jet stream. Notice temperatures are not too shabby until we get to that Thursday, Friday time frame where that Arctic blast sinks its teeth in southeast Texas. And while those lows have been in the 30s and 40s, they'll plummet down into the 20s. So we're talking about hard freeze criteria here. We'll be watching for sensitive vegetation. We'll be watching for those outdoor exposed pipes, and certainly for people. Just make sure to check up on everybody and that they have their heater running smoothly. 7-day forecast, it's not too bad again until we get that Arctic blast. First day of winter is on Wednesday the 21st, and it looks to be that we will continue to see these chilly 20s through the Christmas holiday. Now we'll rebound into the 40s, which shouldn't be too bad, but definitely a couple of sub-freezing mornings that we've got to watch for, Cheryl.
All right, time to wrangle those coats and umbrellas. Thanks so much, Kim. The holiday spirit was on display outside of Houston Police Headquarters this morning. Officers handed out boxes filled with all the ingredients to make a holiday meal. 400 families were pre-selected for this giveaway. The annual food drive is a 37-year tradition for HPD. Today, many people paused to remember fallen veterans. Wreaths Across America honored U.S. service members who died protecting our freedom. Our very own Len Cannon hosted an event at Houston's National Cemetery. Brittany Ford takes us there.
In a salute to those who have paid the ultimate price, thousands gathered at Houston's National Cemetery with a mission.
Lawrence Hamilton and Dorothy Hamilton, thank you for your service.
Johnny Leon Bolden.
William F. Conlon, thank you for your service.
To say thank you to our veterans.
Everyone just feels so united together just for the same cause, and it just feels very warming inside for me.
Here you go, guys. You need some wreaths? Come on.
Every December for the last 15 years, Houston's Wreaths Across America ceremony brings people from all walks of life.
Dewey E. Dillard Jr., thank you for your service. Us being veterans, it does us great honor and privilege to actually be able to give back.
48,510 wreaths laid, honoring those who have protected and served our country. A ceremony celebrating both living and passed on service members who sacrificed their time and safety to protect our freedoms. Brittany Ford, KHOU 11 News.
Thank you, Brittany. That'll do it for us this evening for our webcast. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back here on television tonight at 10. Till then, remember to download the KHOU 11 app and stream us whenever you want on Roku and Fire TV.